Hello students, in this video let us discuss about 2024 PYQs of EAPCET Telangana of chapter Kinematics. So first let us discuss about the question that came in shift 1 May 9th. A body is falling freely from top of a tower of height 125 meters. The distance covered by body during the last second of its motion is x percentage of height of tower. Then, what is the value of x he is saying? He is saying to take g as 10 meter per second square. So now what he gave? He took a tower of height 125. He is saying there is a tower of height 125 meters. From this top of tower, a body is freely falling towards the ground, right? Now he said that in the last second of its motion, x percentage of the distance covered by body is x percentage of height of tower. In last second, the distance covered is x percent of height of tower. Then he is asking to find the value of x. So first, before finding the value of x, first let us find how much time the body is taking to fall onto the ground from this height of 125 meter. So first let us calculate total time of fall. यहाँ से यहाँ तक body आने के लिए कितना time लगता? Let us calculate that. For that we are using S is equal to UT plus half AT square formula. S is equal to UT plus half AT square formula. In place of H, I substituted height of the tower. In place of A, I substituted acceleration due to gravity. The body is a freely falling body, so we are taking plus G. Now next, at maximum height, the initial velocity will be 0. So we will get h is equal to 0 plus half gt square. That is h is equal to half gt square. Right? Now h he gave as 125 meters. Now g he is saying to take as 10 meter per second square. So substituting these values we get t square is equal to 125 by 5, that is 25. So from that we get t equal to root 25, which is 5 seconds. Means from here to here you assume A to B. From A to B, for the body to fall from A to B, how much time it is taking? It is taking 5 seconds to reach to the position B from A, from the top of the tower, right? Now next, in problem what he said, last second, we have to calculate x in the last second of fall. Last second of fall means first let us calculate the distance covered in first 4 seconds. And this is last second, total 5 seconds. I think you understood. This is 4 seconds. Now this is 1 second, the last second which he is asking. So for that, S, we are using formula S is equal to UT plus half GT square. U as usual 0 at maximum height, S is equal to half GT square. Half into G is 10, and what we get T? We got T as, here we are taking T before 1 second. The last second he said no, before 1 second of falling, 4 seconds no time, that 4 square we are writing. So we will get S4. Now 2 5s are 10. So 5 into 16, 80 meters we got. Right? Now, next, what we want? So now in this 4 seconds, the body has covered 80 meters of height of tower. The body has covered 80 meters. Now we have to find this distance, no? Right? In last second, how much distance it has to cover, we have to find, no? For that, just in that last second, subtract this S4 from H. So 125 minus 80, we will get 45 minutes. So here, 45 minutes are remained. In the last 1 second, it has to cover 45 minutes. So now percentage of total height of tower. We will write as S last divided by height of tower into 100. That is 45 by 125 into 100. That is equal to 9 by 25. 4 nines are 420. Sorry, 5 nines are 525s are into 100. Again 25 fours are. So 9 into 4. The answer comes out to be 36 meters. Right? First, what we have to do? We have to find out the total time taken to fall onto the ground. Now he asked last 1 second means first let us calculate in first 4 seconds how much distance it traveled. And the next in last 1 second how much distance it has to travel. It has to travel 45 minutes. And in first 4 seconds it has traveled 80 minutes. And then in the last second, we are calculating the percentage of total height as S last by H into 100. We will get the answer as 36 meters. Now next, let us go for the next question. So this is asked on the same day, shift 1 itself only. Okay, in shift 1, he asked 2 questions on kinematics. A body P is projected at an angle of 30 degrees with a horizontal and another body Q is projected at an angle 30 degrees with vertical. If the ratio of horizontal range of bodies P and Q is 1:2, then the ratio of maximum heights reached by the bodies P and Q is what? He is asking. So now, first, what he gave, let us write. The body P is projected with an angle 30 degrees, right? Horizontally. Another body is projected at angle 30 degrees vertically. So, theta Q equal to 30, theta P equal to 30. Now, in question you see clearly, he said if ratio of horizontal ranges, he said. But here he gave vertical range. But we want horizontal ranges ratio only. So for that, we have to convert vertical range into horizontal range. So how we will convert? For converting the vertical range into horizontal range or horizontal angle, just do 90 minus this 30. You will get 60. So now theta q equal to 60, that is horizontal. We converted this 30 degrees vertical into 60 degrees horizontal by subtracting 90 minus 30. 30 from 90. Right? Now maximum range formula is initial velocity square v0 square sine 2 theta by g. First let us write for body P. So Rp equal to, let us write V1. Okay, V1 square sine 2 into what is the angle? 30 degrees by G. Okay, now next 2 into 30 is 60. So we got V1 square sine 60 by G. Right? Now next let us write for body Q. Horizontal range is 60 degrees angle. So here let us write V2 square. V2 square sine 120 by G. 2 into 60, 120. Now here first let us write the ratio of Rp by Rq. So V1 square sine 60 by V2 square sine 120. G cancels. Right? Here G and here G cancels. Now we want the value of 120. So how we will find the value of 120? Just to subtract 120 from 180. Why means here we know that why we are subtracting means sine 180 minus x is nothing but sine x only. So 180 minus 120 you do, you will get sine 60. So Rp by Rq equal to V1 square sine 60 by V2 square sine 60. Right? Now next, but here what he said to find the ratio of maximum heights. So now Rp by Rq, what we got? Sine 60 cancels off V1 square by V2 square. But Rp by Rq ratio, what he gave in the problem, he gave as 1:2. So here I substituted Rp by Rq as 1:2, that is 1/2. Right? Now next, he is asking to find the ratios of maximum height. So maximum height formula is V0 square sine square theta by 2g. So for HP, 2G cancels. So for HP, we will write, or I will write here, 2G by 2G. 2G cancels. So V1 square sine square. P for P theta is 30 degrees. V2 square sine square. Theta Q is 60 degrees. So V1 square by V2 square, here what we got? 1 by 2. I substituted 1 by 2 into sine 30 value 1 by 2 whole square by sine 60 value root 3 by 2 whole square. 2G cancels. So 1 by 2 into 1 by 4. Now it comes into the numerator 4. 2 square 4 by root cancels. So we will get 3. Now 4 cancels. 1 by 6 we will get. So the ratio is 1:6. Right? Now, let us move for the next question asked in shift 2 of same day. Now, a stone is thrown vertically up from top end of the window of height 1.8 meter with a velocity of 8 meter per second. The time taken by stone to cross window during its downward journey. He is asking to take G as 10 meter per square. So first let us write what he have given. Height of window he gave. Height of window is 1.8 meters. Right? Initial upward velocity. What he is saying, a stone is thrown vertically up from top end of, now if you think this as window. Okay. This is the top end of the window. And the window height is 1.8 meter. And from here, he thrown the stone vertically up with the initial velocity, okay, 8 meter per second. Now what he is asking, the time taken by the stone to cross the window during its downward journey. After reaching to the maximum height, again it return back to the ground. So now what he is asking? He is asking to find the time taken by the stone to cross this window. Okay, to cross this window. Now for that, first let us write the parameters he gave. Height of the window 1.8 meter. Initial upward velocity 8 meter per second. G he is saying to take as 10 meter per second square. Right? Now next. First, we have to find time taken to reach maximum height. First, when we throw in upward direction, it reaches to the maximum height. And from maximum height, it returns back towards the ground. While it is returning back towards the ground, we have to see from maximum height how much time it took to cross this window. So for that, first let us find out the time taken to reach the maximum height. For that, we are using the formula V equal to V naught plus AT. Now in upward direction, no, so in place of A, we are substituting minus G. You take time as T1. So now here, the final velocity at maximum height, it will be 0. And initial velocity with 8 meter per second, we thrown the stone. So 8 minus G he is saying to take as 10 into T1. So you got T1 as 8 by 10, that is 0.8 second, right? Now next, maximum height reached by stone. We have to calculate this also. For that, VR means this height. Let this be the maximum height. Now time we calculated, no? Now let us calculate H maximum also. So for that we are using formula S is equal to V naught T plus half AT square. So H maximum is equal to initial velocity, how much he throwed with velocity 8 meter per second into T, how much we got 0.8 plus half into, in upward direction, no, maximum height means minus G into 0.8 whole square. So 8 into 0.8, 6.4 minus half G10 into 0.8 whole square. Right? Now 2 5s are 10. 5 into 0.64, we will get 3.2. So 6.4 minus 3.2, we will get again 3.2 meters. Maximum height. So this how much it reached? 3.2 meters it reached when he threw the stone with 8 meter per second initial velocity. The stone has reached the maximum height of 3.2 meters. Right? Now the total distance traveled by the stone we need. So total distance, one is 3.2, this distance other is 1.8. So we will get 5 meters. Right? Now the time taken to reach the window downwards. First, let us calculate this time up to window. How much time it is taking to reach up to window. So again, we are using V equal to V naught AT in place of A G. So V value first we want. So we will use V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. From that we get V equal to under root 2GH because U equal to 0. That is equal to 2 into G10 into H5. So we will get root 100, V is 10. So substitute here 10, V naught at maximum height, initial velocity becomes 0 plus G10 T2. So from that we got T2 as 10 by 10, that is equal to 1 second. Okay. Now what is our question? What he asked to find? The time taken to cross the window. Now this time taken to cross the window. What we have to do? Just simply T2 minus T1. So T2 is 1, T1 is 0.8. So we will get 0.2 seconds. So he is taking 0.2 seconds to cross this window. Right? Now this is about this question. Now next, let us move for the another question. It is asked on 9th May shift 2. Right? A cannon placed on a cliff at height of 375 meter fires a cannonball with a velocity of 100 meter per second at an angle of 30 above the horizontal. The horizontal distance between cannon and target is. So what he said, a cannon is placed on a cliff. Let us think this is the cliff. And what is the height of that cliff? Height is 375 meters. And he kept a cannon, okay, on this cliff. And he fired a cannonball. How much? With the velocity, initial velocity 100 meter per second, he fired the cannonball. So at an angle with horizontal, it is making an angle 30 degrees. Right? Above horizontal. Now, he is asking to find the horizontal distance between this cannon. Here somewhere, if you think you kept a target, he is asking to find this horizontal distance between the cannon and the target. So, height of cliff 375 meters. Initial velocity with which the ball is fired 100 meter per second. Launching angle 30 degrees. G is saying to take as 10 meter per second square. So first, horizontal velocity will be constant in projectile motion. The first thing you have to know. The second thing, vertical motion is affected by gravity. The third thing, time taken for the ball to hit the ground depends totally on vertical motion. Horizontally you find, but in such a way the ball comes and hits the ground, no? Means it depends totally on vertical motion itself only. So first, what he asked, the horizontal distance between the cannon and target. Alright, cannon and target we have to find. For that, first let us calculate time taken for a cannonball to hit the ground. Okay, how much time after he fired the ball, how much time the ball is taking to hit the ground. For that, let us resolve initial velocity into two components, right? One horizontal component, horizontal velocity v naught cos theta along x direction. Other vertical component, vertical velocity v naught y in y direction. One in x direction, other in y direction. In x direction, v naught cos theta, right? In y direction, v naught sin theta. And projection angle is same for both. So here initial velocity 100 cos 30, 100 cos 30 value root 3 by 2. So 2 50s are 50 root 3 we got. Now vertical velocity v naught sin theta, 100 sin 30, sin 30 value 1 by 2. So 2 50s are 50 meter per second vertical velocity, right? Now first we find it the time taken by the ball to hit the ground after firing. How much time it took to hit the ground, right? Now next, vertical displacement, because hitting the ground totally depends upon the vertical motion itself only. So vertical displacement delta y equal to v naught yt minus half gt square. Okay, so now delta y means yf minus yi. Okay, that is equal to first v naught yt minus half gt square we are taking. Okay, now first cannonball we are having the initial displacement. How much he gave? The height is 375. Final height is there? No, it is hitting the ground. No, how we will have the final height? So final height is 0 and initial height already he gave as 375 meters. That is equal to v naught yt minus in vertical direction, that is in upward direction, we will take as in minus g. So minus yi equal to v naught yt minus half gt square, right? Now after that, cannonball again returning back in downward direction. So minus 375 equal to, now v0y is nothing but 50. Here we calculated, no, 50. v0x, v naught x, 50 root 3. v naught y in vertical direction we are seeing. So 50t minus half g 10 t square. 2 5s are 10. So just rearranging this. Here we are getting 5t square. I am bringing to this side plus 5t square. Bringing 52t to this side minus 50t minus 375 equal to 0. We are using quadratic formula to solve it. That is minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Right? Here minus b, here minus 50 is there, minus minus becomes plus, plus or minus under root minus 50 square minus 4 into a is 5, c is minus 375. So this minus becomes plus, and by 2a, a is 5, 2 into 5. So what we got? 50 plus or minus under root 50 square is minus 50 square becomes plus 50 square only, no, 2500. Now minus minus became plus, no, plus 4 into 5 into 375, 7500 by 2 5s are 10. Now 50 plus or minus under root 10,000 by 10. Now 50 plus or minus, this is nothing but 100 square. So 100 by 10. Now we will get 150 by 10. So time, here we are talking about time, we will not have negative value. So only we are taking here positive 50 plus 100. Because time, no, only positive. So 150 by 10. We got a time. Okay. Time taken for the cannonball to hit the ground 15 seconds. After firing, it took 15 seconds to hit the ground. Now horizontal distance, he asked, what is the formula? Velocity into horizontal velocity into time. Horizontal velocity, how much we got? 50 root 3. 50 root 3 into time, how much we got? 15. So we will get 50 into 15, 750 root 3 is the answer. Right? Now next, let us move for the next question asked on 10th May shift 1. Right? A body moving with uniform acceleration travels a distance 25 meter. In the fourth second, how much it is traveling? 25 meter. And in sixth second, it is traveling 37 meter. The distance covered by the body in the next 2 seconds, he is saying, right? So, distance traveled by uniformly accelerated body formula is Sn is equal to u plus half a 2n minus 1. Okay. First, he gave fourth second. In fourth second, it is traveling 25 meters. So, 25 equal to u plus half a 2 into fourth second. No, n is nothing but the seconds. Time. 4 minus 1. 2 4s are 8. 8 minus 1, 7. 7a by 2. 25 equal to u plus 7a by 2. Now, next, in sixth second, how much it is traveling? 37 minutes. Sorry, 37 meters. 37 is equal to u plus half a 2 into 6 minus 1. This formula we are using. In place of n, we are substituting the seconds, time. Right? So, 37 equal to u plus 11a by 2. 2 6 are 12. 12 minus 1, 11. 11a by 2. Now, let us solve it. 37 equal to u plus 11a by 2. 25 is equal to u plus 7a by 2. You put minus signs here. U strikes off. 37 minus 25, 12. 11a minus 7a by 2 is 4a by 2. So, you will get 2a. 12 is equal to 2a. So, a is equal to 6 meter per second square. This is nothing but the acceleration. Now, substitute this acceleration in equation 2 here. 11 into 6 by 2. If you substitute, you will get the u value as 37 equal to u plus 33. U equal to 37 minus 33, 4 meter per second, that is velocity. So, now you got acceleration, you got velocity. Now, here, next. Now, velocity at last 2 seconds he is saying. Distance covered by the body in next 2 seconds. Sorry, next 2 seconds. Means after 6 seconds, the next 2 seconds. So, V equal to velocity at 6 seconds. First, let us calculate. V equal to U plus 80. What we got U? Now, only 4 meter per second. Now, plus 6 into. Now, time is 6 seconds. Acceleration also we got as 6 meter per second square. Substituting, we got velocity at 6 seconds. 40 meter per second. Now, final velocity at 6 seconds became initial velocity for next 2 seconds. No? Now, up to 6 seconds, he gave the values. He is asking in next 2 seconds. We have to find the distance covered. Okay. So, for that, this velocity of 6 seconds at 6 seconds becomes the initial velocity for next 2 seconds, right? So, distance traveled in next 2 seconds, we are taking time as 2 seconds. S is equal to ut plus half at square, that is equal to 40 into 2. U is 40. Because it is becoming initial velocity for next 2 seconds into 2 time for next 2 seconds. So, plus half 6 into 2 square. 2 3s are, now 4 3s are 12, 80 plus 12, 92 meters. It has covered the distance 92 meters in next 2 seconds. Right? Now let us move for the next question. A body is projected from the ground at an angle of tan inverse root 7 with horizontal. At half of the maximum height, speed of the body in n times the speed of the projection. So, the value of n he is asking to find. May 10th, shift 1. First, let us write projection of angle he gave as theta equal to tan inverse root 7. What he is saying? A body is projected from the ground. Okay? From the ground at an angle tan inverse root 7. Okay? With horizontal. At half of the maximum height. Now, let this be the total maximum height. At half means h maximum by 2. At half of the maximum time, at half of the maximum height, speed of body is n times the speed of projection. Here at this particular height where it becomes half, speed of body is n times the speed of projection. He's asking to find that n value. Alright. For that, first projection angle theta equal to tan inverse root 7. Tan inverse, how we will write? 1 by tan. Bring this tan towards this side. So tan theta equal to root 7. Now, what is the formula of tan theta? Opposite side by adjacent side. Now here root 7 is there means root 7 becomes opposite side and 1 becomes adjacent side. Right? So now we can form a right angle triangle. Okay, we can form a right angle triangle. Here theta opposite side root 7, adjacent side 1, right? Tan inverse root, sorry, I'm extremely sorry, tan theta, he gave root 7. What is the formula of tan theta? Opposite side by adjacent side. Now in place of opposite side root 7 is there, and so in adjacent side nothing but 1 itself only, no. So root 7 by 1. So now we want hypotenuse. So for finding the hypotenuse, we will use Pythagoras theorem. AC square equal to BC square plus AB square. So AC is equal to under root BC square plus AB square. Under root BC is 1 and AB is root 7 whole square. Under root 1 plus 1 under root 8. This can be written as 2 root 2. If we send 2 on inside, it becomes 4. 4 into 2, 8. So root 8 is written as 2 root 2. Right? Now first let us find out sin theta. Opposite side by hypotenuse. Root 7 by 2 root 2. Then cos theta. Adjacent side by hypotenuse. 1 by 2 root 2. Right? Now maximum height. Formula V naught square sin square theta by 2g. So V naught square equal to sin square theta. Sin theta root 7 by 2 root 2 whole square by 2g. So we will get 7 by 16 V naught square by g. Root cancel 7 by 2 square 4. Root cancels 4 into 2 8. 8 into 2 16. So 7 by 16 V naught square by g we got. Right? Now next the same form I'm writing as, see, H maximum is equal to, here I'm writing 16 as 2 into 8 or 8 into 2. 8 2s are 16, no. 7 by 8 2s are 16. 8 2s are 16. 7 by 8 V naught square by 2g. Right? Now next, what he said, now let us divide on both sides by 2. H maximum by 2 equal to 7 by 2 into 8, 16, V naught square by 2g. Now, using the formula V square minus V naught square is equal to 2gh, we can find the n value. How means? Now, given V, what he said? V, see here, the height of speed of body V is n times the speed of projection. He said, means V is equal to n times the projection. Projection is done with initial velocity V naught. So V equal to n V naught. Okay. Now H, he said, becoming half. H maximum by 2. Now what he said? At half maximum, H maximum by 2 only, V is becoming n V naught, he said. So we wrote that. Right? Now next. Here in this formula, first you substitute V, n square V naught square minus V naught square equal to. Now maximum means in upward direction, no. Now G will taken as with a negative sign minus G 2 H maximum by 2. H is becoming H maximum by 2 where V is becoming n V naught. Now H maximum by 2 value we are having 7 by 16 V naught square by 2g. Right? So now V naught square 2g strikes off, n square minus 1 equal to minus 7 by 16. N square equal to minus 7 by 16 plus 1. We brought this 1 towards this side. N square equal to 16 is the LCM, minus 7 plus 16. So n square equal to 9 by 16, n equal to 3 by 4. Now next, let us move to the next question. It is asked on 10th May, shift 2. So a body is thrown vertically upwards with a velocity of 35 meters per second from the ground, with a velocity of 35 meters per second from the ground, right, in upward direction. The ratio of speeds of the body at 3 seconds, 5 seconds of its motion. Okay, at 3 seconds, for example, right, at 4 seconds. We have to find the ratio of the speeds. So G is as usual saying to take as 10 meter per second square, initial velocity 35 meters per second. So first at 3 seconds, V3, U plus AT in upward direction, no, minus G. So U 35 minus G10 into 3, you will get 5 meters per second. Now at a 4 seconds, V4 is equal to U minus GT. 35 minus 10 into 4, no? T, so 4. So 35 minus 40. So magnitude we are taking, so 5 meters per second. V3 by V4, 5 by 5. That is 1:1. The ratios of speeds at 3 and 4 seconds are 1:1. Right? Now next, let us move for the next question asked on 10th May, shift 2 itself. From the height of H above ground, this is the ground, from height of H above the ground, a ball is projected up with an angle 30 degrees with a horizontal. From here, a ball is projected with initial velocity 40 meters per second. Right? If the ball strikes the ground with the speed of 1.25 times its initial speed of 40 meter per second, is asking to find the value of H. Right? So first, at a particular height above the ground, he threw the ball in upward direction with initial velocity 40 meter per second. Now the ball is striking the ground. How it is striking? With the speed 1.25 times that of the initial speed. He's asking to find the height. For that, first let us write U equal to 40 meter per second. Final speed 1.25 into initial speed. 1.25 into 40, that is 50 meters per second is the final speed. This one, final speed. Now we are resolving the final speed into the horizontal and vertical component. Now here, the horizontal component remains constant. Right? In such case, the horizontal component, it is going in such a way and coming in vertical direction in downward slope. So horizontal component remains constant. That is V cos pi equal to U cos theta. V cos pi equal to U is 40. Cos theta is 30. And V, here we find it out 50. So from that cos pi, 40 root 3 by 2 divided by 50. So 2 50s are 100. So 0 cancels, 4 root 3 by 10 cos pi we got. Next, vertical component, Vy V sin pi. So V equal to, what is the value of sin pi? 1 under root 1 minus cos square pi, following the trigonometric rules. So V 50 under root 1 minus, what is cos square pi? So cos pi is 4 root 3 by 10. We substituted whole square. So 4 square 16. Root cancel into 3. 10 square 100. So simplifying this, 100 LCM, 100 minus 48, you will get 52 by 100. You bring 100 outside of the root, it will be 10. So 50 by 10 under root 52. 0 cancels, 5 root 52. Have we got vertical component? But what we have to find? The height. Okay, the height. Now vertically downwards it is coming, no? Vertically downwards it is coming. So Vy square minus Uy square is equal to 2gh. Vy square, how much we got? Now only 5 root 52 whole square minus Uy square. U vertical component, U sin theta, no? So U sin theta whole square equal to 2gh. So 25 5 square 25. Root cancels into 52. Minus u is 40. 40 meters per second initial velocity. Theta angle 30. So 40 into 1 by 2, 2 20s are. So 20 square 400. 25 into 52 1300. 1300 minus 400, that is equal to 2gh. 2 into 10 into h 20h. Now on simplification we will get 45 meters. Right? Now next question. The position of x of a particle moving along a straight line is given by x is equal to t cube minus 12t plus 3, where t is time in seconds. The acceleration of particle when its velocity becomes 15 meters per second. Right? So first position of particle he gave t cube minus 12t plus 3. How you will get velocity? By differentiating this. So dx by dt. Differentiate with respect to t, no. How we will write? This becomes differentiation of t cube 3t square minus differentiation of t 1, it will be 12 and differentiation of constant 0. So 3t square minus 12. Put it as equation 1. But v is equal to 15 meter per second. He is saying no. So 15 is equal to 3t square minus 12. From that 3t square is equal to 15 plus 12. 3t square is equal to 27. T square 27 by 3 9. So we got t as 3 seconds. Now acceleration. Now differentiate this velocity with respect to t. You will get acceleration. So d by dt 3t square minus 12. Now this is 0. Now what we will get? 2t square. Here 3 is there, no? 2 3s are 6. So 60 acceleration. So t is equal to, here we find it, no? As 3 seconds, substitute. Acceleration is equal to 6 into 3. We will get 80 seconds. Now let us move for the last question of 2024. The maximum horizontal range of ball projected from ground is 32 meters. If the ball is thrown with the same speed horizontally from the top of tower of height 25 meter, maximum horizontal distance covered by ball G is taking to take as 10 meter per second square. It is asked on 11th May shift 1. Now, maximum horizontal range of ball projected from the ground is 32 meters. From the ground, if you project the ball, it is traveling 32 meters. Right? If the ball is thrown with the same speed from top of tower, again, with the same speed, the top of tower height is 25 meters. The maximum horizontal distance covered by the ball, he is asking. First, I said he throwed in horizontal. From the ground itself only, it throwed horizontal. It traveled 32 meters. Now from the height of tower, which is of height 25 meters, again he throwed the ball. Then what is this distance covered by range? Range means what? The total distance covered by the particle along horizontal direction from here to here. So range formula u square sine 2 theta by g. When we will get maximum range? When theta equal to 45 degrees. So 2 into 45 sine 90. Sine 90 value 1. So what is remained? U square by g. R equal to u square by g. Or u square is equal to R into g. What is R? He gave as 32. G he is saying to take as 10. So u square 320. So 320 can be written as 64 into 5. 64 root, here u becomes 64 root 8 and root 5. Okay. U square equal to, I wrote 320 as 64 into 5. Now u equal to under root 64 by 5. No. 64 means 8 square. Root cancels 8. Root 5. So time to fall from height h. From here, it has to fall, no, from height h. Formula under root 2h by g. 2 into 25 by 10 under root. So 5 by root 5 we got. 25 height is 25, he said. Horizontal distance covered by the ball, x is equal to horizontal velocity into time taken to travel horizontal distance. U is 8 root 5, t is 5 root 5, root 5 cancels, 8 into 5, x is 40 meters. Hope You understood the problems? If you like my video, share it, subscribe it. Thank you. Yours, Reshma Physics.